All right, everyone. I hope you had a nice weekend. Nag-enjoy kayo. You were able to spend time with your family and or your loved ones, no? Today, balik na naman tayo sa daily charting session natin. Okay, and sa mga hindi pa nakakaalam, ang daily charting session natin, what we do is we take stock names from the trending list. So yung trending list ng Investa, you can see it on the right side of your screen typically. So may mga 10 names doon. I get 5 from there, or hinahaluan natin ng mga chart request. So like today, may halo tayong mga trending names and mga chart request, no? So let's start with Ever. And the reason I wanted to start with Ever is because I did discuss this the other day sa Investa. If you're not following me there yet, you can click on the link below sa description box, no? Nandun yung profile link ko sa Investa, because not all of the charts kaya kong gawan ng video. Sometimes kapag may nakikita ako na tawag ito, na biglaan or kumbaga wala sa oras, then I just post the charts there, or I post it to my students Discord server. And if you're interested in joining the Discord server, all you have to do is to subscribe to my free newsletter, and then pag natanggap nyo na yung welcome email, may kasama ring invitation link doon. Alright? So yung Ever, when we first broke out of this cup and handle pattern, I was saying na there was a possibility na ma-fill natin tong gap na to, tong yellow circle, if you can see it. Lakihan natin ng konti, ha? Yan. Yung ma-fill natin tong gap na to. And we did. 'Di ba? Kaya ako sinabi yung gap na yan kasi dito sa taas, meron pa tayong area of where price tried to move back up, failed, then collapse. So that's a zone, a resistance zone that I'm looking at. And nagkataon, doon nga tayo nauntog, no? But regardless, we were talking about it here na if this support would hold yung sa cup and handle, then there was a possibility na we push higher and target nga yung gap fill, which we did. Alright? So ngayon, mahirap pa, honestly. Structurally speaking, wala pa ako nakikitang anything too exciting. Chasing something like this is difficult. Kasi as we've discussed multiple times sa mga daily charting sessions natin, mahirap yung placement ng stop. 'Di ba? Never think na, hindi, tudamon yan, okay lang yan, kahit na malayo yung stop. Never think that because you never know. 'Di ba? I mean, of course, if you know, 'di ba, sinabihan kayo or something, may binulungan kayo ng the people in power na aabot na ng 30 pesos, I mean, why not? But as is, mahirap, no? Because the stop placement, alanganin. Alright? So kung hahabol pa lang, medyo magtimpi lang ng konti. If you really must, wag muna kaagad lakihan yung position. If may hawak na, just be sure to trail your stops or trim along the way para hindi makain yung profits kung nagkataon. If you're bullish ever, you don't want to see it go back below tong white zone sa baba or itong white line. So 385 yung line in sand natin. If we break below nitong 385, then medyo delikado na tayo ng konti. Okay? Kung tutuusin, we have also met our pattern target, no? So kung ang pattern target natin is kukopihin lang natin to, 'di ba? Sakto siya dun sa may gap, lagpas konti, but we've met it too. So konting ala-alalay lang, be sure to trail your stops. Just because pattern target was hit doesn't mean na babaksak na ang presyo. It just means na dapat extra careful lang tayo and be sure na i-maintain yung disiplina, trail your stops, and so on. Kung ano mang sistema yung gamit nyo. Alright? Next, let's take a look at BSC. Okay, so BSC, medyo nauntog tayo dito sa white zone na to, no? Dito sa taas. So, nag-hold siya ngayon as resistance. Price is channeling in a weird way. I realize na weird yung pagka-drawing ng chart, no? Pwede nyo ganito, skipan ng konti like that or ganito, lakihan nyo. I realize medyo weird kasi alanganin talaga yung line eh. Dinagay ko lang yung channel dyan as a reminder na that's how it's moving. It doesn't necessarily mean na it's moving within that specific drawing. Okay? So, burahin na natin, ha? Napaalala ko na. So, ngayon na nangyayari is essentially, pwede mo ring masabi na you're forming some type of ascending triangle. Like so. Okay, so if we break to the upside, then possible na yung next resistance level natin is here around 72. If we break to the downside, again, you want to be careful. Minsan kasi fake out kasi di mo naman masasabi na tapos na yung pattern hanggang talagang tapos na. So, pag nag-breakdown, nag-try to go back up, failed, breaks down again, breaks the low, yon medyo, kumbaga mas confirmatory na medyo nalalagay na sa life support yung pattern na tinitingnan natin, and baka maging mas bearish siya, ma-revisit na natin yung 52 or even lower. If we can break to the upside, again, it's 72. Break above 72, technically speaking, may level pa tayo around here, no? Around here sa 82 na area. Okay, may level pa tayo dyan. Let's just fix that. May level pa tayo dyan. So, from 72, a breakout, may resistance tayo ulit there. Then, we'll see. We'll see what happens kung tumuloy pa yung price from there, no? But that's PSE. So, na-explain ko na kung ano tinitignan natin if we're bullish or if we're, and kung ano yung ayaw nating makita. Alright? Now, guys, kung nakakatulong sa inyo itong mga daily charting session videos natin na to, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like, hit that like button, no? Kasi it's one of the few ways that I'm able to ascertain, at least based on what I know now, kung nakakatulong ba tong content sa inyo at talagang nagugustuhan nyo siya. Okay, so feel free to make yourselves heard. Tapos kung meron kayong mga chart requests, kung meron kayong mga tanong, please feel free to post them in the comment section below. I do try to answer all the comments, so wag mahiya, tanong lang ng tanong, no? Alright, moving on. The next is a requested chart, VLL. So this was requested by one of my students. Okay, so VLL, what's happening is essentially itong malaking range na to. Okay, itong malaking range na to, dyan pa rin tayo nag-trade within that range. Para masabi natin na nag-breakout na tayo sa range, we need to break above 4. Okay? While we're within this range, then dapat medyo range trade din tayo. So, one way you can do it is try to buy support, sell resistance, or you can segment the range into manageable chunks para you can trade those chunks accordingly. Okay? Sa mga gustong makaalam kung paano mag-breakdown ng ranges into chunks, meron akong video from before. It's not as good, no? The audio is not as good, but the content is, for me, very helpful naman. So, I'll put that in the description box below. Sana makatulong sa inyo. Okay? Now, a break above 4, I think, breaks out of this range and then moves us to a higher potential trading range from 4 hanggang 4.5 maybe, around there. Okay? But as long as we're trapped within here, then it's still essentially a range trade. Pero maganda, no? I understand bakit siya natanong sa akin. We've been climbing up and we did break out of this small range here. So right now, the possibility exists na mag-trade muna tayo within this range here. So 3.61 to 3.75. Okay? Guys, pasensya na sa sa kahol ng aso. Wala tayong magawa. Tatampo siya. Alright. So that's VLL, no? Again, for now, it's still trapped within the larger range. If you want to trade it in segments, you can. Basta be sure lang na clear sa inyo yung trade plan nyo, saan ang stops, saan ang targets, and so on and so forth. So I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you ulit na lahat po ng pinag-uusapan natin in these videos are purely for educational purposes. They should not be taken as financial or investment advice. Okay? Ang pera nyo po ay responsibilidad nyo. Alright? Okay, next, let's take a look at ASEN. So ASEN, we finally broken out of the high that we were talking about, tong 10.09 area where puro wick tayo ng wick, no? So Friday, we closed above it. We barely, I don't think we closed above tong wick na to. So this was 10.16. We closed at, sakto, 10.16. Then today, we push higher na sa 10.26. Alright, so ngayon, I realized na malamang maraming gusto pumasok kasi all-time high, breakouts. And if you want to, syempre, pera nyo yan, hindi ko naman kayo pipigilan. Just be sure na clear sa inyo nasan yung stops. Right now, for me, mahirap siya hanapan ng stop loss. Yung pinakamaaga na nakikita ko is around here. So, 9.04, medyo malayo, no? Plus, normally, kapag may malakas na breakout, parang ganito yung itsura ng mga candles niya. Yung mga medyo malalaki, mga buo. 'Di ba? Like so. Like so. So far, mga maliliit. One of these days, I'm gonna put out a video discussing mga aggregated candles. But for now, let's just watch out. Let's just make sure na malinis yung breakout. Huwag tayong magmamadali. Kung mag-pullback na maayos, mag-hold, then pwede. But for now, yun nga, medyo parang hindi ganun kalakas. The volume down here is also pretty weak, no? Compared sa mga previous volume niya here. Medyo mahina. I mean, it's not the lowest, but it's not astounding. It's not something na, uy, kapansin-pansin. Diba? So you just want to be watching out for that. And yun nga, if you do get into a trade, just be careful where you... Kasi kunyari, you place your stop here, essentially, pwede kang tumama dito sa 9.66 na support and just bounce from there. So, you want some allowance. So, for me, the earliest it can go is around there. So, medyo may kalayuan lang, no? So, that's ASEN. Sa mga may hawak na, again, congratulations as it continues to push higher. For all we know, baka araw-araw, puro ganyan lang. Mga maliliit na kandilats, dahan-dahan lang tumataas. Tapos yung mga wala pa, kamot ulo na lang, no? If may hawak na, just be sure to trail your stops in accordance to whatever system that you use. Okay? And when I say system, it doesn't have to be technical analysis or anything. Kahit na funda, whatever, just be sure to trail your stops or take profits along the way as you see fit. Alright? And then finally, let's take a quick look at FA. So FA is always on the trending list. And I wanted to revisit it kasi we haven't looked at it in a few days, no? So as I said, meron tayo na itong trend line na to. It tried to break out, failed. So right now, we've traded below tong 1.05 na support. So let me zoom in now. So if you're bullish FA, what you want to see is ma-reclaim to agad. We take at least this high out. Then we break this trend line and start pushing. However, if we push down, push up, mag-hold to, then we start pushing down again. Okay? Ma-break yan. Then, baka medyo mahirap, baka mag-revisit tayo sa 0.9. Okay? Hindi ko alam ba't pampangit ng mga drawing ko today. Alright? Baka mag-revisit tayo sa 0.9. Then, from there, we can see if that support level holds. Okay? But for now, medyo nasa ano siya, no? Nasa alanganin. Medyo on the back foot. So, if sakali man bumili kayo in the hopes na mag-hold yung range, just be sure na susundan nyo yung trail stop nyo. If mahit man, then exit kasi nga baka ganito yung mangyari and lalo pang malagay sa alanganin yung position nyo. Okay? But again, if bullish, you want to see it break to the upside here at least, then break above this trend line, then let's see if kaya niya mag-hold above it. Then from there, maybe make a push back towards 1.4 na area. Okay? So that's it for today, guys, no? As always, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck sa pagte-trade nyo. Okay, guys? And happy trading!